Good evening and welcome to University Nightly News. Tonight's topic is the ever-widening digital divide that has been affecting minority students at all stages within our nation's education system. Some of you may be asking, what is the digital divide? The term digital divide refers to inequality of access to an unequal diffusion of technology. Here now with more information on the digital divide and from location is Chris and Nicole.
Hi, this is Chris with the University Nightly News, and we're here with Jessica, who works at a large research university in the West Coast, helping high school students as they're trying to enter into a university. So, Jessica, we're talking about the digital divide, and I was wondering if you have seen in your work any examples of that.
And as for the students that might not have families that are as well off as the students that I'm normally used to working with, they do have a problem with access for internet and computers and phones, but there are resources. They just have to utilize them. There are the public libraries. There are the libraries of the schools, the career centers. So I think there are definitely ways for these students to access information. It's just utilizing what resources that they have and looking for other sources they may not necessarily always use.
Okay, and what are some things that you think that we can do to maybe close that gap and maybe increase access and make it better for those students that don't have it?
Well, I think that we as individuals who work closely with students, if we could have some sort of a safe house or a safe place for these students to go to. I mean, they may even be out there and I'm not aware. Maybe, or we can try to fund some way to get them extra materials or have a place for them to go to try and access the internet and those kind of things. It's just a matter of trying to get these students what they need to better themselves and to be successful for their future.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Nicole reporting live from the Navajo Nation Technical College, and I'm here with Dottie, who's a current student, and the college just received a grant for $2.4 million, and that's to provide infrastructure for internet. So, Dottie, tell me, now that you have access to the internet, how is this going to impact your life as a student?
I believe it's going to impact me quite a bit because at first it's overwhelming.
Right.
But it's exciting, and looking at all the things that's out there and connecting with the outside world basically, as opposed to just having what is around me. The projects that we can do for research and the projects that we can actually take classes online as opposed to driving all the way to the university all the time. But I have interest in politics, and it helps me to understand and see the updated information that's going on in the Navajo Nation. And some of the communication and the disturbing information, it also helps to distribute information to the community that I'm in.
So, do you think this has closed the gap in the digital divide for the Navajo Nation?
I think it's helped, but the only place we actually have the access to the computers is in the chapter houses. So I think that the internet has a long ways to go in our society, because everybody does not own a computer, and
Right.
students a lot of them do not have the computers, but they also have access that is quite a ways from their home. It's kind of like going to the library, although it's just a house that we go to use the internet, because it's not in every home. And so most students, since they don't own a personal computer, have a problem navigating through the web. They also have problems understanding some of the things and the technology that's attached to it. And that's one reason I'm interested in the information technology, because I can teach people how to use it, and it'll be a little easier for them to understand if they have the one-on-one with someone they're used to.
Okay. Well, that's great. Thank you, Dottie. And now back to you.
Thank you, Chris and Nicole. That's all the time we have for tonight, folks, but tune in tomorrow for a look into social networking on our campuses. From all of us here at University Nightly News, good night.